Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. Our players are creeping up on an ogre.
Yeah, we sure are. We're going to creep up on that thing.
Coming from one side is Kel Lorebringer. Coming from the other side is Admiral Jai. You both circle round the tree, noticing the branch doesn't move an inch, and come to the other side and find the ogre with its head impaled upon the tree, and the branch as well, through like one large spike that goes tree branch, ogre head, tree. The ogre is dead and hanging from the spike in the tree.
I don't have medicine on this guy, so I can't exactly CSI it. So, but I think the impaling killed it, or it was killed and then it was impaled.
I don't see any fighting going on.
Come over here. It's clear.
Just make sure. Detect undead.
Oh, all right. I'll detect undead. Neal. Well, actually, it's called detect evil, but that detects undead as well.
That's true. You cast Detect Evil and sense no evil from anybody anywhere around you. Everyone here is a non-evil person.
All right. At least it's not. We're not going to face an undead.
Are you sure that thing's working properly?
You have to be level 9 for it to hit on a PC. So you could be the evilest human on the planet. Well, okay, the evilest person on the planet's probably going to hit as well, but a regular evil person.
Well,
I'm not sure what a regular evil person is, but
Well, there's degrees. There's degrees. Let's not go into it.
what are you guys gonna do about this? What you thought was an ambush is apparently something entirely different.
It's not undead. Is this? Can you guys see if there's any traps nearby? Like, we're meant to go near this and touch something?
I will absolutely look for traps. I don't know if I'll see anything, but I will definitely start like sniffing around for traps and things. Being a kobold and.
Yeah. Give me another perception check there, Mrs. Kobold.
Ms. Thank you.
Ms. Kobold, I'm sorry.
33 do anything?
That's very good. You feel confident that this is not a trap. This is just an ogre stapled to a tree or spiked to a tree.
It's probably not a trap unless the entire ogre is rigged to explode or something. But I don't think that's possible. So I don't think it's a trap. But see, you should touch it first, though. I'm going to back off.
Do you guys think it was a double cross? Maybe one ogre was fighting the other ogre for the supplies or something. They fought over the supplies.
Maybe it was a really clumsy ogre and they tripped over and impaled their own
spikes, the big end is on the other end. Neal, how are they impaled? Is it a branch sticking through? Yeah.
It's a metal spike.
Metal spike through them into the tree.
Branch, head, tree.
does it look like their arms have been crushed, like they're broken arms and like ribs, or are they all still intact?
There's an abrasion across the face. There's a small wound across the chest. Looks like it was probably incurred in that recent fight with the small people. But otherwise, it looks like the fatal wound was the spike to the head.
What's the blood spatter show?
Did it look like they weren't just held there and spiked in?
Something to that effect, yeah, because the head is definitely facing this direction. It's one clear, all the way through with the spike. So if they were struggling, they must have been held down. If the person was not voluntarily being spiked to this tree, it would have taken bare minimum 2 people, probably 3 people to do this, like ogre people.
Now, is there still a path of destruction to the south, Neal?
Yeah.
Beyond the street?
Maybe is it like a bow or something? Like a really big bow that fires spikes?
Like a spike bow?
Yeah.
Well, that'd be like the size of a ballista, but ogres are big.
Maybe it went off by accident.
No, that does happen, yeah.
Yeah, never point your ballista at something you don't want to, staple to the tree.
I know. That's common sense, yes.
But none of those people were stapled.
Well, they didn't want them to be stapled, so they didn't point it at them. They just wanted to
the old ballista and they're like, give us the sausages or the cart gets it now.
But yeah, a spike. hitting them. It also makes me wonder what else is in that wagon. Because
Sausages.
Neal,
They said sausages.
what's the spike actually look like? Like, is it ogre made? Is it
It's about
human?
yay long. It's about yay big around.
Yeah,
It's made of
the
metal.
quality of work I'm asking about. Like, is it man-made? Is it crude?
It's a pretty rough giant spike, but like giant spikes don't tend to be well made, right? You're gonna bury it into something. You would normally
Yeah.
cast something like this and then not have to worry about it too much. So it's, you know,
But it looks cast then. It doesn't look like it's some crude ogre shape.
I
mean, hey,
suppose.
ogres
Even
surely
so,
have
it-
enough metalworking to, make
Well,
a cast.
Even so, it
They
could have
don't
been stolen.
forges.
That doesn't necessarily mean anything because they could have stolen it from a human settlement.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's fair enough.
Who says ogres don't have forges?
Me, the lawbringer.
So what do you guys want to do?
Go south and see if I'm proved wrong.
I want to go and teach ogres how to cast metal.
No, please don't do that. Please. We already had an ogre war. It went really bad. We don't want another ogre war.
Well, wait, bad for who? Bad for the ogres?
Humanity got punched in a bunch around. We had to make it a big alliance to stop them. And that's how the first ogre war ended.
What if we
Yes.
teach one group of ogres how to forge things, and we also teach the same thing to a competing one, so that you have a forge war, like a competing ogre war, different kind of ogre war.
Yeah, I don't see how that would backfire at all.
Yeah, totally.
I think it'd be just fine. It'd be a Fogre war. Forge ogre war. It'd be perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, or
Alright.
we could teach one group of ogres how to forge and the other one magic.
Well, if they've got two-headed ogres, they've already got magic.
Just true.
Yeah.
So you guys are just gonna stand around and talk about the foraging properties of
I'm
ogres?
assuming.
After a few more minutes, we'll go, Neal. Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, we need bickering time. Come on now.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
true.
come on.
All right. So we're dealing with someone who can do this to an ogre. They can probably do worse to us. So be on your guard going forward. Okay.
I'm always on my guard.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I just want everyone to be safe. All right.
Don't teach your
So-
granny to lick eggs.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a kobold saying. It's like don't teach your granny to suck eggs, but kobolds.
Yeah. I know.
Okay.
All right. Let's head onward. I'll lead the way.
You're lucky I didn't do the nonsense version of that.
Uh-huh.
Well, you guys can follow the path of destruction into the afternoon, the late afternoon. And as the temperature drops and it begins to get cool, you can hear in the distance the sounds of ogres talking, chatting, yelling. It's hard to tell, they're ogres. Unless you speak their language, it all sounds sort of semi-jovial, but at the same time highly threatening.
So they're Scottish.
I was going to say more like,
Glasgow, okay.
yeah, Scottish or German or one of those other languages that just comes off to the English-speaking tongue as like a little aggressive, like Cantonese. One of them. Yeah, one of those languages that just has a force to it that to native English speakers just sounds like, oh, something serious is happening. Scottish, German, Cantonese.
Oh, I forgot to ask now. Is this the big fat ogres, or are they the lanky, long-armed ones?
The ogre that you saw nailed to a tree was lanky.
Okay, the lanky ones, right?
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like they're over there. Are we gonna surprise them? Get them?
Yeah. Anyone speak ogre? I'm assuming not.
Why would I waste my time speaking ogre?
So we'd
Nah.
be able to spy on them.
We don't need to spy. We just need the cart.
Well, okay. I think taking on one at a time is better than taking on three or more, because we don't know how many are over there.
Maybe somebody should go and count.
Who's the sneakiest one here?
All right. So Mel will pull Charlotte out of the bag and an elven look and go, all right, Charlotte, now's the time. I need you to help me out, okay? All right, go over there and count how many ogres. He'll set down his elven cat and he'll tell it to go over there and look.
How much did this elven cat cost you?
10 points.
10 character points? That's it?
Yep, that's it. That or Akushi. 10 points.
It should cost way more than 10.
Well, we'll have to
We're
kill
we're
this
doing
right
it by
away.
the books.
Yeah, you
It's
are.
by the book.
Elven cat. It's a better character than any first level character you can make. Just gonna start with like a 3rd level pet, everyone. It's fine. Just gonna cast Enlarge on itself and destroy the enemy. It's got +8 to hit. I don't know, is it +5? It's something.
It's like +5, +4, something like that. I've got the sheet up on another tab. I can go look it up.
I trust you. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just looking through the book for my own edification.
Yeah. It has a
Yeah.
99.9% chance to move quietly, so it's a 1 in 1,000 chance that it gets seen. Just gonna throw that out there.
This is elven ability. Speak with animals. Where's the elven cat?
If you go to cats, small cats in the monsters manual, you can read about it.
But where does it cost the character points to get them?
Oh, it is in elves underneath skills and powers.
Companion.
Companion,
The elven
yep.
cat gains the companionship of a Kushi or an elven cat. See the animal master kit. Well. Wasn't a regular cat. This was an elven cat.
It was. We were just waiting. It needed time to be used.
Cats that you have elven cats because you're an elf.
Yeah, but that's just because I'm an elf. Some people bring regular cats because they're fools. They have to train those. They don't get to talk to their cat. And theirs can't turn into a tree branch either. Whenever it feels like it. It's good times.
Cat. Small cat. Elven
Small
cat.
cat.
Cats kept by elves have evolved into magical creatures, possibly aided by arcane means. They are very intelligent and have their own language, and many can speak a crude form of the elven tongue. Some live with gnomes, brownies, or other woodland creatures, and also speak a basic form of their keeper's language. Elven cats are very stealthy, imposing a -5 penalty to opponents' surprise rolls. They're surprised only on a 1. They have a 99.9% chance to move silently and a 90% chance to hide in the wilderness. Excellent climbers, can leap 20 feet with ease, enjoy swimming and playing in the water. Magical abilities that they tend to use to avoid enemies. They have limited ESP. They can use Enlarge and Trip and Reduce and Tree. They can cast Tree twice a day.
Yep.
I turned to a tree branch.
Oh shit, my god.
For magical abilities, the elven cats are treated as 9th level spellcasters. Enlarge doubles the cat's hit dice and damage. Tree allows it to assume the form of a tree's limb. It's got +3 to hit. AC 16. 20% magic resistance. Okay. All right. Your cat walks up.
It's really getting it to sneak. We're not getting it to kill
Yeah.
everything for us.
Yeah, your cat goes and takes a look. Prowls forward. Through the why don't you roll me a D1000 and don't roll a 1000. It'll be fine. Yeah, your
we're
cat is able to sneak up on its opponents without being heard. They'll get a surprise check. Oh, look at that. They failed because they got -5. So the cat is able to observe the ogre party without any problems whatsoever.
Can it use its ESP to like figure out what they're saying?
Ooh, I think it only gets.
Allows you to
it's only
determine
used to determine
intent.
Intent. I don't know what intent would give me.
Just sort of like a very broad purpose, like what abouts might they be doing ish, but not so much as like he's thinking about the time he slept with so and so.
Yeah.
More of just like the ogre is reminiscing. That's his intent right now.
I see. So I guess she looks around. Charlotte counts how many are out down there. Kind of gets a vibe for the scene. Comes back. Whispers
Yeah,
in
she'll
my
come back,
ear
but
the
she'll come
magic
back
number.
in cat time, you know? Charlotte's a free-willed friend, not a servant. an equal companion, perhaps a more equal companion than you. It's a cat after all, right? So it's sort of in charge. At least I think so.
Well,
That's
it's a
fine.
higher
That's why it
level than
goes
you.
around in the backpack. It just gets to hang out as we go around.
Yeah. That's what we
Chilling
do
for
with
the
our
most
cat.
part.
Yeah.
Laura's gonna give the cat a look when it comes back.
What's
I
her
mean, we were
look?
on elf time as well.
That's
It-
true.
it's the. I really want to chase you, and I don't know why.
Right. Well, she'll do the tail swishing back and forth as the warning of I fucking dare you to do it.
Just staring, vibrating softly.
I have 5 times your hit points, and I can double it if I need to. Sort of tail swishing.
No, Ori's not going to do anything, but she's definitely oh, all my instincts are telling me to chase you and bark furiously.
Oh,
Yeah.
Charlotte, thanks for coming back. Let's put you back in the bag. So what was all over there?
She'll kind of purr at you a little bit, and then say in a strange elven or cat version of the common tongue, just 5 ogres, 1 big one, big cart, couple of human slaves. Not a big deal.
Not a big deal. All right, perfect. All right, guys, we got 5 ogres, 1 big one, and a couple slaves. So if we just want to pull a couple of those out at a time, I think it'd work out just fine.
Large ogres can be spellcasts. We've got to be aware of that.
That can be scary.
If I need to set anybody on fire, I'll set the big one on fire, yeah?
Yeah, that's yeah.
I'll make him fall over and then
Okay.
set him on fire once he's falling over in the grease.
Okay. I'm thinking lure some away from the camp. I think lure some of the ogres away from the camp so we're not fighting all 5 at the same time.
How would
think
we
we
lure
can-
them?
Someone could run on the other side of the camp away from us and make a big distraction, and then we could sneak in the camp from the other side and fight them, and then fight them as they come back.
All right. How about I ride through my horse, then if a low number is left at the camp, we can deal with them. But if it's a high number, call the plane off and I'll circle round back.
Well, they can either split 3 ways, right?
Yeah.
1 or 2, 3.
So
And
we're in a
3,
forest.
2?
How fast can your horse run? Can you go through this forest very well?
Yeah, now, how
a good
does
point.
a riding horse work with forest hindrances?
Let's see. It is already getting dark. The forest has a great many of low branches and rocks and difficult terrain. I would say it would be a horseback riding check to successfully navigate the forest during this twilight at the appropriate speed,
All right.
which we would
Okay.
do once in pursuit.
All right, yeah, okay, I can do that. Yeah, but it would be faster than an ogre because I'm thinking ogres. I haven't looked at the
Yes.
machine, just thinking. All right.
Yes, if you pass the check, you'll definitely be faster than the ogres. If you fail, they'll be, you won't be able to go as fast as you want, or you'll be slowed by a branch, or you're knocked off. Whatever, however badly you fail will
Yeah, sure.
determine.
Sounds good. All right. I think this is the plan. What if only one chases me? What do I do? Just lure it off to a spot and we ambush it?
Yeah, just bring it around away from the rest of the group, and we'll just kill the one.
All right, okay. So, if
But I
it's a
mean, I
group-
doubt only one's gonna chase you. That would be very.
Yeah. I'm gonna. All right. Everyone ready?
Absolutely.
right.
How,
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll get on my horse and ride right past the ogres.
So, from where you are, just straight through their camp out to the other end.
I'll go circle around the camp, but so they can see me though.
So you
so
want to
I don't wanna
ride
go straight
around the
through the
camp
middle.
so they can see you.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Once around, then out in a different direction from the party.
Got it.
So if the party's due north, which I'm just saying due north, I'll just head east or something.
Okay, perfect. Let me just
Can we just
sort
roll it?
through. Hold on, we're not quite there yet. It's so close.
So close.
Yeah.
Very, very close.
All right. You start moving your horse, which everyone can hear. It's crunching leaves and branches, and it's maybe giving it a whinny or two. And as you approach the ogre camp, they all stop what they're doing to watch the person riding by. One of the ogres, the bigger one, with a big metal helm, barks once. Another ogre gets up and starts to come after you. And that's when the big ogre raises a finger in your direction, holding a small, straight piece of iron. And you have to make a saving throw versus spell.
Right.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Failed, Neal. Failed.
Don't you have some bonuses for being a paladin? I don't think it's going to be +5, though.
No, it wouldn't be +5.
Yeah. You are held.
Right.
And your horse moves out from under you,
And I fall to the ground.
and you fall to the ground as the other ogre walks on over, picks you up, drags you back to the camp, and proceeds to strip you of your arms and armor. The rest of the party was able to observe the horse in the distance, and then you hear this like "Roar," followed by a crashing sound, and then like a loud chortle of ogres laughing at something.
Well, I guess the plan didn't work. Maybe if we do this sneakily. And
Yeah, I think sneaking might work there.
okay.
What if you just like shot an arrow at them from behind a tree? So that
We just try and set all of them on fire, right? Because they got a campfire, right? Just slap some grease down and see how many of them I can catch in the grease.
But then what about the cart and the sausages? Won't it burn all the sausages?
well, just don't
Mate,
burn
they'll be
the cart.
cooked.
Yeah.
Will they be cooked too much though? Too much cooked. Black
No,
sausage.
I don't understand the question.
No.
If we throw the grease in on them, will it not make it too hot in there and then burn up all of the sausages?
Grease is used to cook sausages. If anything, it would be cooked the perfect
It's
amount.
just strings of drool coming out of Aurora's mouth because we're cooking sausages.
That's why we use grease. So I think we're good. We're good.
That's fine. Then I guess we can just grease them and then how close do you need to be to grease them?
Hang on, let me check. Oh, God, damn it. I'm just going to press the thing, but I'm not going to cast it. That far.
10 yards.
10 yards. What even is a yard? Just like
meter?
feet.
It's a meter.
Yeah, it's a meter. It's 3 feet.
No, range is
10 yards. Yeah, 30 feet.
Yeah.
So you're gonna cast grease on the ogres, the ogres?
Okay, so I'm assuming they're like gathered around a campfire?
Yeah, there's like a campfire in the middle. There's like a big wooden cage just beyond that has the people. You can't see too many details from out here. The area of grease is only 10 feet by 10 feet, so you're definitely not gonna be able to catch everyone in it.
Unless we can get them to clump up somehow.
Right. If you are patient and you can be unobserved, you can probably wait till a moment where 2 of them are next to each other. But to get more than 2, you're going to have to orchestrate some sort of ogre congregation.
Go straight.
Has anybody got any ideas for how to get these ogres to switch
Well,
up together?
Maybe they'll be looking at all of our good friend Lorebringer's stuff. Now that he just got captured, maybe if we sneak up there right now, they'll all be going over what he's got and be close together.
Maybe. We might burn his stuff as well. That'd be awful.
It would be awful, but I'm sure his metal armor would survive,
Fine,
which
yeah,
is the important part.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I get my rations, a light stone, water skin, first aid kit.
And they take off your
Yeah.
gear.
I got a fishing net, holy symbol,
bucks.
So-
mace.
All that
I
they
say
leave
we
you
just-
in is your small clothes. They even take your holy symbol.
hmm
Bastards.
Yeah. What were we going to say, Will?
Oh, I was gonna say, so I guess we just sneak closer to them and see what happens. Get real close. And by real close, I mean I get within 70 yards and chill.
70 yards? Okay. I think you're
Well,
already within 70 yards because it's getting late.
Oh wait,
pretty
I'm
good
sorry,
distance.
35
yards.
Yeah.
This feels like a special circumstance. Are you sure you don't want to get out your cat and enlarge it?
Yeah, I think
Well-
it might be pussy time.
Well, that was what I was gonna do, was wait for them to rush me, and then it was gonna be the element of surprise. It was gonna pop out of the backpack and get them. That's how we work as a team. So I shoot them from far away, then they get close. They don't know what hits them. The cat just comes out of nowhere.
doesn't it need like a wind, because it still has to cast a spell, right? So it's an additional round.
Right, but that's as they're running at me and I'm shooting at them, so it's got the time. That's why we stay 35 yards at the beginning.
Okay.
We shoot at them with the bow.
Let's go.
They run at me.
Okay.
Cat enlarges. They get here. Cat jumps on them.
That sounds like a good plan.
You'd have to be very far away for that, though.
But yeah, if one of you two got an idea for how to get the...
I guess that's true. You'd have to be pretty far.
It has
How long
strength.
does enlarge last for as a 9th level caster? What's the...
Let's see. Enlarge is 5 rounds per level, so 45 minutes.
All right, so yeah, I guess we can do this in advance. That'll be fun. Sorry, these are math numbers I never thought I would do with Neal.
Yeah.
So I just...
Yep. All right, so you're gonna slink forward, enlarge the cat, shoot arrows at them, and let them run towards you.
Or do we want to grease them and then arrows, or arrows then grease? What
Maybe we
order
should
do we want?
grease the arrows.
I think they want to be on fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how many of them are clumped up right now? Are they like going through the armor and things?
There's one over there kind of rifling through his stuff. There's the big one sitting on his side. There's 2 others sort of sitting next to each other on a log. The last one is just gazing out into the forest, kind of, a random rider came by. So he was looking out, but he's a little fire blind,
Right, do we want to shoot do we want to get the caster first? Because, he's obviously bad news.
I think so. I think he's the one who needs to go down.
Oh, okay, so you want me to... Is the caster sitting close enough to the fire that I could grease him?
Grease him and the fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's within 10 feet of fire, so you could lay down the grease. So if you target the ground, it'll be underneath him and into the fire. Or you could target him, which would cover him head to toe in grease like a Turkish oil wrestler, but then not be in the fire. So I don't. If you want to just set him on fire, then you hit the ground, but I don't know if you wanted him to be like a big, slick, slippery ogre that you could... I guess you don't have...
I think I want to try and sort of like get him and the fire so that he catches fire, because like the next round I'm expeditious retreating away from him if at all possible, because I'm a level 1 kobold with like 2 hit points, okay? I am...
Yeah.
No way. Okay.
Well, don't people not really attack kobolds? They're not going to really see.
Only if you cast a spell, they will.
Yeah, but if there's other
If they
people...
see me cast the spell, because I'm going to be in a
that's
bush.
true.
Yeah,
And if
I'm
there's
gonna
other
be in-
people there that they can attack instead.
Okay, so here's the plan. I'll grease the caster and set him on fire, hopefully, and then I'm gonna run. Alright, and I'll back you up from the back.
Plan. General Zhao, you're going to be in front of me, right?
Yeah.
I'm about as sturdy as this kobold, and by about, I mean we are equivalent.
Aura offers you a little tiny kobold fist.
Yeah. I'll throw him a little kobold fist. Yeah, for sure. We're chilling in the back this round.
Nice.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'll send the cat in, General Zhao. I won't leave you alone in the front. Charlotte's good help. I promise you.
Okay. I mean, I'll be with the cat, right? Because we're both the frontline people.
Yeah.
So it's Admiral Jai and the elven cat in the front. The kobold doing some grease and then running to the back line because I think the range is kind of short.
Yep.
And the fighter, rogue, mage, elf with the elven cat.
Mm-hmm.
Who's distinctly not a minotaur.
We are not a minotaur. We changed it up, Neal. We did change it.
I see this. Yes, you have. Okay, and you will be in the back as well. So I think it all hinges upon the kobold opening with a grease spell.
Yep. Which I will. Yeah. So I'm gonna sort of like sneak as close as I can, to as close as is like practical to get the thing and the thing with the thing, and then the thump.
Yeah, let me just roll some dice. Let me just roll some dice, because there's that one guy who's like on lookout, but you're really small, and he's kind of fire blind, you know, because he's been looking at the fire, and it's still possible for him to spot you. It's just unlikely. Yeah, it's really unlikely. Oh, and they're going to be surprised by you, too. And... no, they're just going to be surprised and not see you coming, so you can creep to within 30 feet of the ogre mage.
Yep.
And you're going to lay down
Right.
grease on the ground
Yeah.
below him all the way to the fire?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wait, no, I need to actually roll it. Do I need to roll it?
Oh, no, that's all you got to do. You're good.
Okay.
I guess
yep.
like just info about I guess where people are. So it seems like Will's kind of far back, and then maybe me and the cat are like behind a tree in between, so that we can kind of catch people as they run back towards the arrows, basically.
Right,
So we
that's
kind of
fine.
get them by surprise.
I think the cat's just up in the tree branches, ready to drop. Just drop bear style, just out of the tree into death.
And drop there.
Dangerous animals, truly.
All right, you lay down the grease. The fire spreads from the pit to the ogre. Where is my... Yeah. Any creature in the area of the flame suffers D3 points of damage, plus 2 damage per each level of the cat. I'm essentially going to turn it into like a burning hand spell.
Does it hit me?
No, it's definitely not going to hit you.
Okay.
So
I
why
didn't
don't
know
you
where I ended up.
roll me? You ended up in a cage.
I'm in the cage. Got it.
Yep, you're in the cage. Roll me a D3 plus 2. While I roll ogre hit points. And then the dude will also be a flame.
The least possible damage I could do. All right.
Love it.
Since this is a surprise round, do I get like...
And since it's a surprise round, you can do whatever the fuck you want without having to worry, because everyone's like, oh, what the fuck, where'd that fire come from? Except, you know, in ogre.
I'm
And-
gone.
And you expeditious retreat your way out of there. The caster's movement rate is tripled for the duration, so you can move faster than an ogre now.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, I'm just going to book it straight behind everybody else and then cower in a bush, hyperventilating slightly.
After she greases and fires, I want to shoot some arrows, but I understand you're doing some...
Yeah, I gotta do some HP things if you don't mind.
No, you're good.
2 spell slots left, right?
You've cast 6. Yes. Yes. So what do we got? 10, 20. Let's see. And you did minimum damage, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's
3.
terrible. Oh no.
But we got his attention, which was, you know...
You did get his attention.
So it's just a splort, whoosh.
I think it goes exactly like that. Those exact sounds were made.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
It's just on fire now.
What even happened?
You didn't happen to take a sling, did you, Mr. Kobold?
No,
No.
daggers.
Yeah.
And Ms., please.
Miss, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say.
How dare you
My-
whisper to me?
My apologies.
You don't think these whiskers get like this by themselves, do you?
Sorry, Kobold, you know, I didn't stare at your underbelly
Look,
for long enough.
count the nipples, all right? Count the nipples and divide by no lumps.
Divide by no lumps. Oh.
That's how I determine men from women. I count the nipples.
You just turn them over and see how many, you know.
Just flip
Honestly,
the dog
though,
over and
a
start
boy-
rolling.
No, don't rub the. No, don't rub the. No.
No?
Not on dogs? I thought dogs love that.
No.
Oh, they
just
do.
be very careful which bit of the belly you go for because you know you don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy to spot a boy dog because you're just like no.
Okay, so you grease and burn the lead ogre, followed by an arrow shot from our elven archer.
Do you want me to do both or just one?
Do both. You have a full ambush and surprise round. So the 17 will definitely hit.
For 2 points damage.
Yep, and this is going to be the... Who are you targeting? I should have asked.
The mage guy, for sure.
The mage guy. Okay, perfect. And did anyone else have an action on the first round? We got the fire.
Am I still held?
Hold person lasts for...
Is it a concentration spell?
No, there's no
no
such thing as
concentration.
concentration. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah,
It's
second
beautiful.
edition.
Oh.
I play so much fifth now. I'm like, I forget about
Mm-hmm.
how second works.
Mm-hmm. What level do they cast at? I think they just cast at their level.
That's would make sense to me, but this is second edition, so that also means it could be wrong.
But they can also cast other spells that imply that they're much higher level. Complicated. The feats of magic, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. No one cares about any of this stuff. Splendid. All right, you are going to be held for...
How many days?
We'll be counting in minutes, not days. So you would have been held for like 10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
Probably closer to 12. So I think by now you are free.
All right, so I'm in the cage. Yeah.
You're in the cage with a bunch of other beaten, starved human slaves. Well, some of them are still not starved, but some of them are.
How many humans in this cage?
Seven humans.
Got it. Sorry.
Did you want to do anything with the humans in the cage?
No, not yet. Not yet.
What about Admiral Jai?
I'm waiting for them to kind of come towards us.
All right, well, that is our ambush round. The ogres are surprised the next round, which is when the kobold starts running away. The elven archer can take the surprise round to make another pair of shots.
All right.
Both will hit for 8 damage. All right, 78.
Mm-hmm.
The lead ogre is now wounded quite a bit. I think he started with... You brought him down by about a third by now.
Okay.
A little more, a little less. And I guess that's the entire surprise round, and we'll roll for initiative for the next round, because now is when everyone acts. Now the ogre's like, see, there's arrows coming, there's grease appearing out of nowhere. It's clear to them that this random human rider is not random at all. He's got friends. And they're here.
Do we have tokens so we can get on your turn order?
Drag them out with your...
That would be lovely. Let's give it a shot.
Oh, there we go.
Whoa, you're
Just
massive.
giant.
You're a little bit big, but that's cool.
Dun 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 dun
It's
dun.
fine. It's no big deal.
No big deal at all.
I forget how to roll initiative. I just click on one of the spell things, right?
Yeah, you can just click on. There's like the initi. There's like a little die button. So if you like click the button next to Burning Hands and shit.
Does it make any difference, or is it just that it's all the same?
It does make a difference because they'll have different. Actually, no, they're all initiative 1 right now. So yeah, whatever you want. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and I do believe Admiral Jai. I'm gonna shrink your token though. Fantastic. And where's our monsters? Do we have ogre? We have ogres.
I want to see these.
1, 2, 3, 4. Plus the lead boy, who we will just make larger because we don't have a different token.
All right.
Boy, he's large.
Yeah. So you can see that HP bar on the big one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Splendid. And there's no numbers attached to it. Wonderful. And we've got this one. And we've got this one. Ooh, that one. And that one. Okay. So you're going to start with this. Except it didn't roll? Ah, it did. It just took a while. And you guys will roll at this. Alrighty then. Our lead ogre goes first.
Oh boy.
How splendid. He will immediately turn to the slaves, the people in the pit, and cast a sleep spell at all of you guys. Doesn't want all of these like little minions becoming a problem while the real battle rages on. So the wizard casts a sleep spell. He causes a comatose slumber to come upon one or more creatures.
I've got a +2 on this. I've got a +2 on this, so I'm just gonna roll this when you add 2.
Ooh, I am sorry to say that there is no saving throw for the sleep spell. The number of creatures that can be affected is a function of hit dice or levels. It affects 2d4 hit dice of monsters.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. What level are you, Lorebringer?
3.
Okay, so it'll affect the lowest hit dice first, and then go up the chain. How many slaves did I say were in here with you?
7.
7. So
You said
it doesn't
7?
look like he's going to be able to affect you at all, because he would need to be able to roll 7 plus your level. He'd need to be able to roll a 10 on 2d4, which, as we all know, is impossible.
You're just not trying hard enough.
Never say that to the GM.
Oh, come on, Neal's killed me enough times. I'm allowed to say that.
Well, he will sleep 6 of the slaves, leaving you and one of the other ones still sort of conscious. And then it is your turn, Mr. Lorebringer, as your friends fall asleep around you.
I am going to detect if he's evil. Now, that's not a spell, it's an ability. I'm not sure, but it takes the whole round to theme. It's detection. I'll read it out. Detection. Evil monsters or creatures up to 60 feet away by concentrating.
By concentrating?
Detect evil. Yeah, I have to concentrate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is he evil?
This ogre?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super fucking evil.
Okay, that means is he within 10 feet of me?
The caster?
Any ogres within 10 feet of me?
No.
All right, never mind then, because I've got a skill. If they're within 10 feet of me, they've got -1 to attack rolls.
Unfortunate. No, they are ignoring the cage full of enslaved people, and they are focusing on the other tasks, so they are not near you.
All right, that's it. That's my round.
Okay. Who's up next? Aura.
Right. How far away is the big ogre's I'm furthest away, aren't I?
Yeah, you ran. You just like sped yourself up and then ran away. So.
I'm probably just gonna hide in a bush and then try and burning hand something if it gets close.
All right. You find yourself a bush to hide in and wait for the enemy to get close to you so you can set him aflame. Next up is the first ogre to come charging out. This is one of the ones that was sitting on the log. So he'll get up and just pick up the log that he was holding. This log will do D10 plus 6 damage and wade into the forest looking for some sort of creature that's a problem. Definitely trying to find anything, waving the stick around, crashing through branches, shouting out. I'll give him a perception check to see if he can spot anything. No, but I believe he's going to walk right past Admiral Jai and Sherry? Charlotte. Same S sound.
We're close. We'll get there. Don't worry.
Thanks.
Got the highest chance to live of all characters I've ever made.
And they will walk right past the two of you. So, Admiral Jai, why don't you open up with your surprise attack?
All right. Yeah. Now I'm doing my because it's my turn too. So I will hit him in the back 4 times.
Oh boy.
Just gonna ready 4 attacks, one with each of my arms.
Or I guess this is my turn, right? Because I'm just.
Oh no, I was gonna say this was a readied action that you had as he was walking past. I figured you were ambushing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would just do my regular.
Oh, they are natural attacks. I don't know.
Do you have any bonuses to these, or is this a? I mean,
I would just say
applied.
surprise back attack, right? So I would just say I would just take my round and then like attack him, do back attack.
Okay. Well, then if
surprise.
this is including surprise and back attack, then that'll be a 16, a 16, a 22, and a 13. All but the 13 will strike home on the lead ogre. Has come out to see you.
Then I do.
I'll just drag me over here.
So I guess
Perfect.
Where is he? Because he's like behind me or something, but
Yeah, so it looks like the kobold should be down here. You should be right around where you are, and he would be coming like beside you to walk past you. This guy's probably back over here.
Yeah, I'll just walk into Bridgegate.
okay. Cool. So I will take
3 damage rolls, sir.
1.
Wow. Wow, I always forget how much damage you do.
Each did.
19 and 8 is 27 damage. So you will rip the ogre to shreds as he walks past you, slaughtering the innocents.
I detected he was evil.
Well, now he's dead.
Oh, I don't detect anything now. He's dead.
Yep. And then
He's not undead.
here's the cat.
Oh, awesome.
Next up is Mellow.
All right. Can we still see the big ogre guy?
Yes.
Lead
Well, he's
caster?
on fire. He's currently emanating light.
All right.
Yep.
I didn't know if he. Oh, when he went first, I didn't know if he had moved. All right. So we're just gonna shoot him 2 more times with our arrows. For a 15 and a 7.
The 15 will not hit.
That is real unfortunate. All right. Well, then I guess that's what we do.
Yep. All right. The next ogre comes on out, and he sees Admiral Jai, who you said that you were attacking the guy from behind. So that means I guess you could probably turn to face this guy, but this ogre is coming to tackle you. Give me a perception
Charlotte
check,
drop on him?
Admiral Jai, to see if you can see him coming. Charlotte can attack. Yes. Oh my God. All right. You see him coming. You can turn to face him at the last moment as he tries to throw himself into you and tackle you to the ground. However, if you are familiar with 2nd edition, you know that you get 1 opportunity attack per weapon that you're wielding when someone makes an unarmed attack against you, and you get +4 to hit and damage with these attacks.
Yeah.
And you have 4 arms. So you turning around to see him at the last moment is very unfortunate for the ogre.
1, 2,
Ooh.
3.
Ooh.
They all...
Ooh.
Oh wait, +4 to hit?
Yeah.
Shit,
4.
okay. The first 3 hit. Oh, that was so close. They have 15 AC. That is so close to all of them missing.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God. That's a lot of damage, dude.
You're just a mincing machine. I love it.
4
That's why
arms.
I'm so confident we could just ambush that one earlier on, because I knew he could destroy it if I just distracted it.
58 damage to the ogre.
58.
Because they get +4 to hit and damage on all the
got it.
attacks. Yeah. Yep. You.
Ambushes get attacks opportunity get +4 damage.
If it's an unarmed attack against you when you're holding a
Okay.
weapon, you get +4 to hit and damage. Yeah. That's an obscure rule that oftentimes we don't use because it is seemingly overpowered. But I guess if you have a sword or something and someone's trying to tackle you and you're like, haha, I hold my sword before me, and they throw themselves onto it, it makes a little bit of sense.
You're like, oh, excuse me, what?
I'm just here to give you a hug. I'm really lonely. Right. Our 2 remaining ogres see their 2 buddies go out into the woods and get slaughtered. They were about to come out and they have a change of
They're
heart.
A horror movie. It's like, don't go into the darkness.
Yeah,
I'll take each you on with one of my arms.
One of the ogres will head back over to the prisoners, grab a spear out of the prisoner pile, and throw the spear at you, Admiral Jai, as their action.
Ranged attacks, your one weakness.
Ooh, that's a cocked die. 17 plus 3 for proficiency is 20, and then I think plus 2 to hit for strength is 22.
Yep, yeah, that's.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 6 damage as the spear plunges into your belly for 5 and 6 is 11.
Ooh, wow. You're still up, though.
Why is your token not showing their hit point bubbles? What's wrong with this? Here we go.
Those are 2 hit point characters there. Just
I can't even use ranged weapons.
I just sit back here very quietly. Don't say anything.
Like, we'll just let them handle it. They've got it covered. It's fine.
Yeah. The giant blood tornado over there is fine. He's got it.
Right. The second ogre sees that this is a favorable tactic. Unfortunately, there are only so many spears, one. So instead, he will pick up a rock and just hurl the rock at you. Another natural 17, same die roll on the hit. So this rock will do, let's see, he picks up maybe like a 2-pound rock, so he can only get +2 to the damage bonus of it. So he'll just hit you for 3 with a rock.
Sure.
And we'll roll initiative for the next round. Unless, Will, did you have a second shot?
I think I took them both at the same time.
Okay, perfect then. Perfect. I believe you did. Or I will choose to believe that right now.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Yeah, and none of them got to you to burning hands last round, but that's okay. You can sit in the bushes and wait. As Lorebringer goes... no, hasn't rolled initiative yet.
I didn't even roll. I'm not doing anything this round.
Okay, excellent. Let's see. Our lead ogre, he can tell things aren't going great. So he's going to throw a light spell in the direction of Admiral Jai. Not necessarily at your eyes, because I don't think he can necessarily see you out in the woods at this point, but he wants to illuminate the area around you so that his buddies can see what's going on. And now you are standing in bright daylight. And you will see him, the ogre, turn, walk behind the cage of people, heft 2 barrels under each arm out of the cart, and walk away with a grunted ogre rah 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 to his 2 remaining buddies. One of whom
end around.
One of whom will back up to the group of prisoners and reach a big ogre hand between the bars and attempt to grab Lorebringer. Lorebringer, it's a big cage. You can attempt to avoid the attack, but he'll get an attack roll to just melee you.
Yeah,
With a natural 19, he will indeed grab you and hoist you up in sort of like a I have a hostage, don't dare. You know, he's got you like around the neck. The natural 19 is a pretty good roll. And he shakes you like you shouldn't shake a baby. Aura, it's your turn.
So the paladin is getting shaken around, and there's light, but I don't want to go into the light because the light's bad. So I'll probably shout "Breakers!" From the darkness. That's my Come on over, go think you're hard enough. That's my
All right, yeah. You shout insults. Admiral Jai.
What is this cat doing? Is it just like watching?
Yeah, I was chilling up in the tree. I was gonna jump down on them, but you just like cut off all their limbs before it could jump down. And it's kind of like, I don't need to go down for this one.
I signaled a cat.
To what?
Attack!
Which
Tora.
So I have speed 18. Can I reach the far one, or not?
Oh, totally.
Not the main guy.
You can reach the cage if you want.
Yep, the cage.
Yeah.
What-
Okay.
And me. Okay.
So I pointed at the cat, and I pointed at the one on the right, and then I charge this guy. Yeah, the one that's holding Lorebringer.
You're charging the one who's holding Lorebringer?
Yep.
Aren't you afraid what he might do to Lorebringer if you charge him?
He'll be fine. He's been in a scrap before.
I've been a prisoner last week. I'm a prisoner this week.
We have signals for this.
Okay. Well, the ogre will attempt to dissuade your charge by taking Lorebringer and slamming him against the bars with his
Attack.
10 plus 3 plus 2 is 15 against your unarmored AC.
Yeah, 10.
10, yep. All right, so he slams you into the bars. Luckily, you weigh quite a bit, so he can get all of the strength bonus. He will bash you for 8 points of damage, and then just like drop you to the ground, expecting you to be dead by now. When Admiral Jai charges in.
So can I do an actual charge attack for this?
Yes.
Is that plus 2 to hit or plus 1 plus?
Plus 2 to hit.
Okay. Got it. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god.
Plus 2 on all these.
So 16 is a hit, 11 is a miss. Everything else is a hit. The 25 is, like a multi crit. He's only got 15 HP, so I think it's going to be a short existence for this guy.
How many dice does he roll?
More than enough. The ogre perishes as the elven cat hops to attack the other ogre.
All right. It's got 18 move speed as well, so it should be able to make it.
Not a problem.
13 and a 10.
A 13 and a 10 are both missing. Wait, 19 and a 10? There's a plus 3 to hit, right? A 16 and a... Oh, no, that's already included.
It's already included.
And what about the third attack?
Don't you have to hit the first two?
Oh, is that... I haven't read the rules on the
Yeah.
elven cat.
Yeah.
Is it the third attack is only if the first two succeed?
I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. But
Yeah, no, that sounds like a standard mechanic.
Wouldn't it
Bears have like
does
an
it get
extra
a
bear.
better hit or not?
Its hit dice are doubled, so it would get an additional plus 3 to hit. You're right. So that's a 16 and a 13.
Yeah, so 16 will hit.
The 16 will hit for D4 damage.
D4, yeah. 2.
I'm not seeing anything about needing... I think that's just claw, bite. I think it just gets a third attack.
No, it doesn't? All right, I'm not going to argue.
At least according to
Nibble,
the
Kizzy,
monsters
nibble.
manual.
So it'd be 22 for the bite?
Yeah, which is a D6 for damage.
Yeah.
Cat bites are nasty.
Ugh.
6 points of damage.
All right, so a total
8 all
of
up.
8 to the ogre, who is descended upon by a large cat, and large cat of elven nature.
The 1 foot tall cat. Yes.
Yeah. And the ogre versus the elven cat. Well, the ogre picks up a rock and is gonna just attempt to bash the cat in with it. You stupid
Oh, wait,
cat.
we skipped my turn, didn't we?
Oh, yes, we did.
Yep,
Yes,
sorry.
we did. Take your turn.
I'm gonna take my 2 shots at the guy walking away with the big caskets. Is he still...
Ah, yes.
That won't matter.
Boo. Nowhere. Okay. Now
Yep.
the ogre tries to smash kitty cat with an 18 plus.
Yeah, that'll hit.
A shit ton, but will it crit is the question.
16 AC? Is it gonna get another 10?
18 plus 5 is a 23, which will critical, but not.
Wait,
but-
crits on 18, 19s, and 20s?
Yeah, 18 and above needs to clear by
gotcha.
5.
Yeah, okay.
So we will roll double the dice and then just add the strength bonus. Oh, kind of
did you
crap
roll
on the
HP?
dice. A total of 12 damage to your elven cat, who in this form has
28 AC, or 28 HP.
6d8 plus 12. Oh, you already rolled it then.
Yeah, I rolled, plus 12. I'm sorry, it's gonna be 34.
Yeah, it's 3d8 plus 6, and then it doubles.
Okay, so it rolled 17 originally, so then it would go to 34. Unless you want me to
I
roll
rolled the
this-
17 on the. I'm just gonna scroll
The
up.
OG HP dice that I rolled for it. I rolled a 17 for. And
Did
if
that
we just
include the
double-
plus 6?
Yeah, it did.
Okay,
I rolled
cool.
11 plus 6.
Yeah,
so
perfect.
It'd be 34.
Then we just double 17. Yeah, 34. How much damage did I say he did? 6 and 12?
12? Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds good to me.
Perfect. So your cat is still fine and well, and the ogre has finished his turn. And Kobold, you are chilling, right? Just still chilling. Not trying to.
Me,
Yeah.
I'm. Wait, wait.
Yeah, you, Kobold. You're the Kobold.
I zoned out for a second. Okay. I'm not actually. I'm going to scuttle forwards, closer to the action and try and find a bush within Burning Hands range of one of the ogres if I can. I don't know how far I can go, because
You pulling a Moses on me?
if I set fire to the bush, something's gone horribly wrong.
Right. Okay, let's roll initiative. As you scramble closer, you can actually get close enough at the end of this round to peer out into the camp. You can see the elven cat fighting an ogre. You can see Admiral Jai having just slaughtered the prison master, the gatekeeper, the prison guard, the jailer. There's a term. Kidnapper.
The shaky ogre.
The shaky ogre. Yep. The enslaver. Yeah. Anyway, anyone that wants to act, please roll initiative. Looks like it's just gonna be. We go here. And we go 8. And it looks like half the party goes first. So, Will?
Can I just run my full 15 move after the ogre?
The one that's going away?
Yes.
Because
Cut
he
out.
is pretty fast.
You cut out now.
I'm sorry. If you have
What'd you say?
15.
You're cutting out.
Hello.
You're good now.
Yeah, we can hear
Should
you.
be
That
good.
was loud.
Yeah. If you run, you can catch up to him, but he is moving away at a pretty quick click. He's had just one round of full
This would
movement.
be a second round.
Yeah, this would be a second
would be
round
a
of
second.
movement. I should roll his initiative then as well. I kind of just assumed he was out of combat. All right, so he will have had gone
Nope.
first. I rolled the wrong button. I think I hit the wrong button. He should go at 10.
I think our Green friend's going to put him back into combat as well.
Okay. So yes, you can go and chase after the big guy. You can run up to him at full speed,
Okay.
and he will hear you coming. He's got his barrels under his arms. He'll stop his escape and turn to face you as you come running up to him. If you charge him, you can, I suppose, make an attack this round, but you'd have -1 to your AC if he fights back.
No, I don't want to get in melee. I want to say just far enough with my bow.
Okay. Yeah, so you can run up to him.
So I'll
and
move. I don't want to charge all the way, but I want to get. If I use my full move, I can't get any attacks. So I think that's all I
Correct,
do.
unless you have the missile style, which it doesn't look
I
like
don't.
you do. Okay. Right, so you can move up to arrow range, see him turn to look at you as he carries his barrels under his arms. Aura, you can scramble nice and close. There is a bush nearby where you could, in theory, Burning Hands the ogre. You could also Burning Hands the elven cat if you wanted. No one would know.
Cat.
They
No
wouldn't
one would
notice.
The cat would know. The cat would remember. Cats hold grudges.
know. Well, not if
The talking
dead.
cat would know. Yes, this is true.
Not if it doesn't survive.
I don't think I could take down. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Kobolds are cowardly by nature. I ain't brave enough to piss the cat off. No, I would like to. I would like to try and Burning Hands the ogre, and then scuttle away again.
Splendid. Roll me 1d3 plus 2 as you set fire to the ogre, who will pass a save and take half fire damage.
Ooh.
Right. Oh, no.
No, you killed it.
No. All right, there we go. The ogre is blistering and burning. He takes his turn. He swings his rock, or picks his rock up again, and brings it down upon the elven cat one more time with a natural 19. Oh god, I gotta keep this die. This die is great. Plus 5 is 24 is another single crit on the elven cat. this time for only 10 damage.
Okay.
The ogre is grumbling as he tries to bash the cat in over and over. You know, this is multiple attacks, and so it's like smash, 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 crack on the cat. You know, as the cat dodges in and out, hisses, tries to bite him. The big one that is escaping will drop his cargo. Look at you. And cast...
Look at who?
He's gonna be running out of spells soon.
Mellow.
Mellow.
Oh, let's see.
Because he's used 3 spells on me, so.
Ooh, I didn't even realize he had this built-in regeneration.
Well, they're own.
No, he already cast all those spells. Yeah, so he doesn't drop his barrels. He turns to face you, barrels and arms, narrows his eyes at you, sort of like pissed, and then vanishes from sight. Boop, boop. He's just gone. There 1 minute, gone the next. Forearm man?
Wait, so what's up with this cage then?
There's a bunch of prisoners in the cage.
Is it like how? What is it that like? Can I
It's
just?
made of wood.
Okay.
You could probably
open.
rend it with your weapons.
But it's open because he opened it.
So it's
to
like
get
open.
the
Okay, so that's
hostage.
why it's okay.
Yeah,
I'll try to break through the cage. I think.
Yeah. With your 18-whatever strength, you can rip apart the cage without too much problem. It's well built enough to like hold some people, but not under the might of 4 18-something arms. It might take a little bit, but you can break open the cage.
Okay.
And I guess that's the party. Is there anything?
No, I rolled.
Oh yeah, what do you want to do, Lorebringer?
Mello, do you need me to spot him? I can spot him. I've got detect evil.
Yeah, I can't see him. I don't think.
Detect evil, Neal. Can I find where he is? In front, he's because I know where he. I'm looking in front of me with the direction he was last seen. So.
Yeah, he's still over there somewhere, but you're not going to be able to like pinpoint it to a spot. But you can be like, yes, there's definitely evil coming from that direction.
Directly where I detect him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be his spotter for his next shot. So
I don't know if
move
it's
over
going to be
the
accurate
archer.
enough to be like, it's in this spot right here.
So underneath my fantastic thief skills, Neal, there's the detect illusion one that I've got in there. And because invisibility is technically an illusion, wouldn't that mean I'd have some percentage chance to see through his invisibility illusion if he did indeed go invisible?
You're just a Swiss Army bastard, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, you have no idea.
That's an interesting interpretation. I
Page
think
52.
detect illusion is a little bit more like detecting something that isn't like this mouse before me is a fake mouse rather than because it
Right.
is in
Air
the
before
school
me
of
is actually an
illusion.
ogre.
Yeah, it's in the school of illusion, but it is physically changing the thing so you can't see it rather than something that is not there. That something that is there that
But
isn't there.
like? Is it like? Does it do like the predator thing and you know?
Yeah.
What to look like?
Let's-
It gives a little distortion in the air.
Let me
If it
see.
moves, we can kill it.
Page 52.
Thieves can detect illusions within the line of sight up to 90 feet away. They perceive the illusion as a translucent image, seeing through it as though it were a light mist. So if this,
It's like the predator.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm telling you.
So
See
if
its eyes glow.
so the invisibility would be a light mist and the ogre would be revealed. I don't know about that. I don't think this is a detect invisibility. I think this is detect illusion. Otherwise, it would say detect invisibility or see invisibility, which is
Well,
often a separate school
But-
or a separate
got
spell.
Then why couldn't I see
on-
the outline of him underneath the illusion?
I don't think this is simply like everything in the school of illusion I am immune to if I roll this
Sure.
check. I don't think it's like immunity to illusion. I think it's detect thing that isn't really there.
Well, I've got
So I
detection,
can detect
which is on.
the ogre that isn't really there?
No, the ogre really is there. You could, if he created a fake ogre to fight you, you could be like, bitch, that's an illusion.
So he's creating the illusion of him not being there, right? So technically, like the trees you're seeing are illusory trees.
When we
Because
talk
it's
about
like,
illusions, there's illusions and phantasms, which are things that people create. But then there's also the school of illusion, and I think this is referring to illusions versus phantasms, and the poor nomenclature that is involved in second edition and all D&D is causing.
Look, it's not.
I'm going to try a spot for him anyway because I can detect the creatures up to 60
It's a
feet.
10%
60
chance,
feet.
Neil. What's the odds we actually find?
10%.
Yeah. 10%.
But as a concept, no, this is not detect invisibility. This is not see invisible creatures. And I think that's a very fair ruling.
But mine is.
Yeah, and
Yours is.
If you just look at there's like
I
detect
detect
invisibility, which is
evil
like different from
creatures
detect
and
illusion.
monsters.
Sure, you are aware
Opposite-
that there is evil in that direction, but you're not like, at this GPS coordinates, there's an evil thing. Here, just plug this into your bow and we'll take a shot. It's more of like, there's evil that direction. I can feel the evil presence coming towards me, but you're not gonna be like, he's right by that tree. It's just more of like, there's evil there. Unless your ability specifically says you can
No,
determine
no.
location.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. So while the party rules lawyers themselves into more OP bullshit, or attempts to, and the ogres are all slain.
No, there's one left.
Oh no, there's
on the
one
map.
left. Why did I kill the music and everything? I thought that all the ogres were dead. My mistake. Whose turn is it? It is
New round. You said it was in the
Yep,
round.
it's a new round. Let's do it.
Well,
last ogre.
I'll pick up my weapon off the ground.
Lovely. Last ogre is going to bash in the head of this elven cat, unless the elven cat runs, in which case he's going to do on an opportunity attack.
I mean,
Come
weird.
on, ogre.
What does it go? What turn order?
11.
Oh, okay, so we go first. Okay.
Yes. You go first.
I think Fuzzy goes before me. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I got 8.
You're going to cast your last spell. Another Burning Hands.
Okay, so the ogre's on fire right now, yeah?
Yes, the ogre has been badly singed. Part of him is on fire. His loincloth is burning. Not for the usual reasons.
In that case, I would like to lay down grease under that ogre, but not sort of like not under the cat, but definitely under the ogre.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
hopefully he'll fall in the grease and
Got
flash
it.
around him.
All right, so you grease the ogre up. He'll make a saving throw. He will fail a saving throw. He will slip, land on the ground. The grease will catch fire. Roll me another D3 plus 2, which he already failed. So he's just going to take the
1d3
damage.
Plus 2, yes?
Yes, ma'am. Another 3 damage. And then the elven cat can... I don't know. Does he want to jump on a burning ogre?
I think he's just going to. Is there a tree next to me?
Yeah, lots of trees.
Okay, he's gonna jump on the tree and just use his tree to turn into a branch.
Ah, excellent. The cat is branched. And what are
Cat
you
is
going to
branched
do?
on the tree, and then I'm gonna shoot the ogre twice
Splendid.
for a
Hit.
19 and
Hit.
a 20.
Oh. You get advantage because he's prone as well, right?
Yes.
You get penalties to hit technically because he was prone, but they're only -4, and he's got 15
But he's
AC,
on
so
fire,
they're both
so,
hits.
yeah,
Yeah,
easy time.
Right.
7
7
damage
points
to
of
the ogre. He lives. He lives. Admiral Jai didn't even bother rolling into initiative. He was too busy with something else. The ogre will attempt to roll out of the fire to prevent the fire from killing him. Give him another saving throw. He'll pass it and then run into the woods, screaming and yelling an ogre, but clearly fleeing the scene of battle.
Right, I'm gonna go wake up all the prisoners.
Okay. And I think this is where we will take our second break as the party goes through and rummages amongst the prisoners. We'll see you guys on the other side of our break. Bye-bye.